Hey, I'm here again with Carl Bloss from Consumers Energy. We're at the Grand Rapids International Auto Show, but Carl just got back from California to see the APTERA solar-powered electric car. Many of you, like me and Carl, follow that car closely, so let's find out what he saw. You know, Carl, first of all, what were you doing there? Why did you go to APTERA?
Yeah, so the Electric Vehicle Association had their annual meeting there, and they invited me to come out because I did get an award of the EV Advocate of the Year, so I really appreciate that. But also, when I saw that it was at APTERA headquarters, I'm like, I can't not go because, full disclosure, I am a reservation holder and I'm an investor, so I'm super geeked about all of the efficiency and everything that APTERA represents.
So you've gotten to see the factory then? I assume you saw all the prototypes, the Alpha, Beta, and the Gamma?
So I did see the 3 Alpha prototypes. They had them lined up front, so as soon as we pulled in, we saw those and it was like, oh, right? So there they are in the flesh or in the bink. And then they were giving test rides for the Gamma later, but we also did get to see the inside. Now, obviously, since they're not in production, we didn't see a lot of activity. They did give us a tour, but it was kind of showing off some of the technology, the solar cells, the really lightweight glass that they're using to encompass those, the batteries, which they're getting off the shelf. I'm sure you've all seen the announcements, where they're getting their battery packs. But they did show us like how that was going to work, the different size of the cells for the different models. So it looks to me like they're on a good way. Now, if you look at the factory, you don't see a lot. But again, I'm not a manufacturing engineer, so I wouldn't really know what to expect. So, you're not going to start to see robots welding or gluing or anything like that.
Well, they do have the robots there though. They're at the factory, but so they're going to come from Italy, as I understand, almost complete like a rolling chassis.
Yeah.
So then they're going to hit these robots, go around and be assembled, the rest of the components.
Right.
Do I understood it?
And you do see the blue line on the floor, where
okay.
that's kind of the future assembly line where that's going to go.
Now you did something that we haven't done, and we'll link to a video at the end of this of you riding in the Gamma.
Yeah.
So tell the audience, because most of them have not ridden in any three-wheel vehicle, let alone the APTERA. We've ridden in the Alpha, but we haven't ridden in the Gamma.
Yep.
Did it feel like a car to you, Carl? Did
Absolutely.
it feel like a kit?
Yeah.
Did it feel comfortable, stable in the corners? Give us your overall impression of the actual ride in the comfort in the Gamma vehicle.
Yeah, so first of all, it really just was in the parking lot, and we were riding, not driving ourselves, but it was the Gamma. I was super impressed with the stability. So Chris, not the CEO, Chris McCammon, was giving the rides, and he was squealing it around the corners. So you were hearing tires squeak, and I didn't feel any roll. He was even trying to explain to me in the 40 seconds that I was in the vehicle, because he had so many people turning through, that because of the way that the rear suspension works, it really feels like a four-wheeler, but you have all of the efficiency associated with a three-wheeler.
What about the comfort, like just in general, the seats, the headroom? Did you feel cramped in that thing?
It didn't feel cramped because it's kind of it bellowed out a little bit, right? So you got a lot of arm room. The one thing I did notice is you're a little bit more reclined. Now, I don't know if that's just the way that the seats were adjusted. I didn't have time to play with that. But I kind of felt like I was getting in my old Porsche 944 where you're like legs first, right? Like you're getting into a sports car. Now, since we were just in the parking lot, we didn't get a ride on a fast road. But unfortunately, we didn't go fast enough to really experience that.
When we drove in the Alpha, there were so many other creaks that went along with it being a hand-built car. We wouldn't have noticed wind noise. That would have been the last thing we were thinking about, So what other takeaways did you get from your visit? Did you get to meet any of the team? Did you learn anything about them? And did it build any confidence in you, learning about the accelerator program being closed? How do you feel about the trajectory?
Yeah. So it was a Saturday, so they're going to have a skeleton staff. I don't think they're slave driving their people to work on weekends yet. So we got to see Chris and Audra.
Oh, good. Good.
So, but we didn't see a lot of activity that way. But I think maybe the one thing that gives me a lot of confidence is the positivity of the crowd. So, a lot of people were there for the EVA meeting, And that to me, I think if there's enough there, and obviously the funding, which now, as we know, the accelerator program is closed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd love to see kind of the next monthly updates, like what are you doing with that money? I can see them doing really well. So that to me, I think the vibe of the crowd, and obviously Chris, you know, he's going to tell us kind of what we've already been hearing. This is how it works, and he also had to give a really basic overview of the APTERA because there were some folks that didn't know what it was all about.
Wow.
So
it's amazing to me that some folks that are in the EV world, because of the show was the, what's it called, the Electric Vehicle Society, that they would not have heard of APTERA. That tells me there's work to do. Thanks for watching Drive Lightning, the Positively Charged EV channel.